Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hi guys, it's podcast 130, just a super relaxed podcast before Black Friday week. We're not going to have a podcast on the Black Friday week, I want to focus on the other accounts. Before we go to the subjects that we have for today, the course is still on sale. If you want, you can go and check it. Most likely it's gonna stay on the sale until the end of the year, then it is over. First of all, today we had a problem with an outage of Cloudflare. Just because some of you might not know it, Cloudflare is an American company that provides a range of internet services, including content delivery, network services, cybersecurity, DDoS mitigation, wide area network services, reverse proxies, domain name server, ICANN. ICANN is the thing that it shows who owns a domain, accredited and domain registration. So we had several problems from Shopify checkout. Today it's the 18th. Shopify checkout, we had problems with card processors and all of that. The results don't look so bad for an outage, but still I believe it was a little bit of a slower day comparing the previous weekend that we had, which was very good. In most of my other accounts, we have started Black Friday campaigns as early access Black Friday, and they're doing pretty well. I'm a little bit disappointed from the catalog frame ads. They didn't work in several accounts. I don't know if I'm going to use it into my strategy next year, but I have already closed several of those. They didn't work well. I don't know why. But the results are pretty good, and I have scaled a lot of brands during this week, going strong for the Black Friday week. I think everything is going to go smooth, and everything looks okay. The plan for the next week is that I'm going to play a lot by increasing budgets on my normal Black Friday campaigns, as I told you, along with the cost caps that I'm going to increase, the evergreen ones and the Black Friday ones, with all the things that we're discussing all of these months. It will be more aggressive as we go towards Friday. Friday, we're going to do a big bump on the accounts. Of course, we're going to slow a little bit for the weekend, but not by a lot, and then do a very big bump also on Cyber Monday. I believe the Cyber Monday is going to be equally or a little bit less good than Black Friday, because it's the 1st of December. Most people will be paid again, and I think it's going to do well. After that, as I said, for the people that they can continue the offers, we're going to replace all of the ads on the Black Friday campaigns with Christmas ads, and we're going to go up to the point that we can see products so that they can reach to the customers on the 25th, because apparently they get really angry if they don't get the products on the 25th and they get them later. So that's all about Black Friday and what we're going to do. As I said, this Black Friday I want to have fun. So I have good ad accounts, I have good students, and I'm gonna have fun a lot with self-scaling during the day and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to be all day in front of my PC. AI enhancements. We have a new struggle with Meta imposing some AI enhancements. The problem over here is that they say that when they do the change and they put the AI enhancement, it doesn't reset the campaigns. But if you go and touch it and remove it, it's going to remove the learning and all of that. It's going to reset the campaign. So basically, it's a blackmail for them to use. What am I doing? On the other accounts that I consider strong, I'm going to go and remove them, because I know that the campaigns are going to work anyway again. On other ad accounts which are more problematic or I'm afraid of them, I'm not going to remove them, and I'm just going to accept the blackmail and not do anything about it. That's all about the topics. One last topic that I want to discuss. I was watching a video from some Piliero. First of all, I need to clarify that by watching the video from him, I do understand that he's running Facebook ads. So check. He's not one of the fake gurus that he's just teaching and stuff. I can understand that he's managing campaigns. you can go check his YouTube channel, Sam Piliero, again. Okay, so I don't think he's a fake guru or stuff. I believe that he's actually running ads. But he posted a video that he talks about the best Facebook ad strategy for 2026, and I wanna talk a little bit about it because I have seen the video. So basically, the concept is that you do a CBO campaign, and inside you're putting, I believe, one or two ad sets, which is going to be broad. First of all, he's excluding past customers, which I totally disagree with. And then he's doing a third ad set that is going to have further limit insight and interest, because he believes that this interest is going to help him get better targeting on the top ones, on the broad ones. Because it's going to have interest, and basically he's saying also that you should go outside of the box. If you're Nike, for example, don't use the interest Nike, use other things that are going to help you expand your audience, and this is what is going to help you expand further the broad. And then on the broad, you can toss creatives inside, see what is working, and then toss them again on the interest. Your good creatives, toss them on the interest, so that they can actually so that the interest also can actually have good results, which is going to help you expand your broad. So basically the concept here is that the broad is already having a pool of people based on what Pixel is actually understanding, and it's going to get better and expand more to more people if you use an interest below, which is going to help it expand to other audiences. Let me tell you my disagreement to all of this. Again, Sam, if you're watching this, I do consider you legit, okay? But I think that you're falling under, you are a victim of your own strategy, and I will tell you why. If you do a CBO, and inside the CBO you're going to put broad and interest, even if you expand the interest as you do, except from the fact that you're excluding past customers, which I totally disagree, okay? Let's leave this on the side. There's no point debating on that because it's irrelevant to the strategy anyway, or the things that I want to say. So when you're doing broad interest, all the budget is going to go anyway to the broad. It's a little bit difficult for the interest to take budget anyway. So I don't see the concept of this interest helping. If it's not going to take budget, it's not going to help the broad. Okay, so even if your theory is correct over here. So this is thing number one. Thing number two, then you're taking your good creatives, which you say that it's also very important, and you put them from the broad to the interest. Why? Because you're trying to take budget there. Still, it's going to spend on the broad. And if you go in all of your campaigns, you're going to see that most of the budget it actually goes to the broad. And of course, you are saying that, yes, it goes to the broad, but because I'm using the interest, it's actually helping it. Let me tell you my concept about this. I don't think that you need an interest in order for you to do that. And the way that your broad is actually expanding by having different creatives, different products, and different angles. The different angles can form hot pockets or target different people or whatever you want to call it, just because there are different angles. And these different angles, they can help you go to other audiences. You don't have to do all of this concept with interest. The interests are dying. They're removing more and more and more interests. Am I using interest? Yes, in some problematic ad accounts to train my pixel. I'm not going to use an interest in a trained pixel with an ad account where I know that the most important thing is to run broad with a lot of different creatives, which is going to help me find other people. So I believe that you're a victim of your own. Of course, you're not going to change your strategy. I get it. It's working for you and all of that. But I believe that it's working just because broad is working, not because the interest is actually enhancing the broad on the top. And of course, I believe that as a person that you're running many other accounts and stuff, you're not going to accept that. But I believe that this is why this strategy is working for you. And I have zero doubts that it's actually working, by the way, because at the end of the day, it's spending on broad. Even if you put an interest below, it's still going to spend on the broad. It's not going to help your broad. I have the feeling that this is just a fix that is not going to help people, because you're teaching over here that they can go and they can do an interest and stuff below and they are going to have better results, when the problem is not going to be solved by that. It's going to be solved by more creatives, more different angles, and all of these kind of things instead of that. Again, no hate, just debate over here. I believe you're legit. I believe that because I can understand when somebody talks if they are running ad accounts or not. I can understand from the way that you move inside the ads manager if you know what you're talking about, okay? I just believe that you're a victim of your own strategy and that it's working for other reasons, not for the reasons that you believe that it's working. It's not the interest. Unless if you do it in purpose and you just create something that looks spectacular and stuff so that you can gather people to watch your channel. I have seen this video and another video of yours that you're talking about the one CBO strategy, and that it's a strategy, which proves to me more that you're running ads. As you're stating, you have spent the same amount of money as me, and again, I totally believe it. Again, I don't think that you have bad intentions. I think that it is working for you. I just believe that it's working for you for other reasons from the ones that you believe that it's working. And I truly believe that it's going to work for many people. But I believe that in the technical side, you're not correct. Again, I don't think that you're not running ads. I believe that you're legit. And I believe also that you're having clients and you're running ad accounts. And I just disagree with you on this, and I wanted to share it. Maybe you will never learn it. But still, I believe that you're making a mistake here. Yeah, that's all that I want to say about this. Again, go watch his channel. I think he's legit from the things that I have seen. 2 videos are enough for me to understand if someone is running ads or not. And as I have said, I have created one video for the closing of the year and stuff. I think you should be listening only to people that are running ad accounts. Even if I disagree with him on this, which is just a technical thing, it doesn't matter. The fact that it's working for him, it's a fact because he can see it across ad accounts. So I'm okay with it. I just disagree with him on the way that he's interpreting the way that it's working and why it's working. And I don't believe that he has a bad intention of making it look more professional stuff. I just believe that maybe some people are going to be, there are some people that they're desperate and they are trying to find a trick to make their ads work while they're having other problems to the business. And maybe they're going to think that with interests, they're going to make it better. And I'm not saying it from the perspective that interests are not working anymore. I'm saying it from the perspective that I believe that this is why it's working. Okay. I'm using also interests on other accounts that they don't have trained pixels and stuff. I'm always doing it. If broad doesn't work, if broad works, I'm focusing more on that. But on bigger brands, on bigger spends, I don't think that this strategy is going to make a difference. It's still just abroad that it's actually working, and you can target other people with the different angles. If you think of it, by the people that are going to convert from different angles and different creatives, with this chain event of more and more people converting, you are targeting different people if you differentiate enough and you have different concepts. That's all. I just wanted to also comment on that. But yeah, you're doing pretty good work, very good editing also. I think your channel is going to explode more in the next years. Let's go and see what we have. Questions. Bought your course yesterday, super exciting for what it has to offer. Thank you very much. Guys, just want to say that I really thank you about the course. It already has 3 times more people from the previous one. The previous one was 4 years live, and this one is just live for some months, not even a year. And it already has done 3 times more people. So thank you very much for that. On my end, I will try to keep it updated all the time and make you get more value as the time passes by on the lifetime access. Next one, BK, based on your experience, what is the best use of video ads? Do we treat them the same as image ads, and what length range do you find has more efficiency? Okay, so what do you mean treat them as image ads? Basically, you're going to separate them into 2 different campaigns. You're not going to mix them together. But if we want to talk a little bit about the length and all of that, let me tell you this. If we're talking about Reels, then the shorter videos, of course, are working better, and you need to have also music inside so that they're going to play on the Reels placement. Although I need to tell you that I have seen videos on long form content actually working really well. So I do believe that there is this concept that says that there is not a boring video. There's not a boring video. It's just a long video which is not interesting. Okay, so if a video is interesting, if a video is engaging, even if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever that may be, then there is no such concept as it's too long. Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say is that there are videos in all of the categories that are working, and I don't think that you should just focus in 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or whatever. I think that all the videos, they have good chances of working if they're made properly, and we're seeing also a lot of success with long form videos, which a lot of times people believe that maybe it's not needed, or it's not efficient, or people will not spend time to see them. I can reassure you that they're watching even long form if they're not boring and if they have something to say. Guys, that's podcast 130. I want to say to all of you that I'm wishing that you're going to have a very good Black Friday with very good results. And I will see you after Black Friday, where I'm going to tell you how it went for me, my experience, and all of that. Next week, there's not going to be a podcast because I want to focus on the ad accounts, and I will see you on the next one. This is the end of the first part of the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. If you don't want to miss the second half of the podcast, where I'm answering all the remaining questions of the week, visit my Patreon page following the link on the description. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.